This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. It is 4:02 p.m., time for the 4 p.m. 411 here on WLCN 96.3 FM. My name is Loyd Kirby. I'm the marketing manager here at WLCN, and as we do most Tuesday afternoons, we invite someone in with a story to tell or some information about an upcoming event or some such, and we have no exception today. I don't know if you're a member of the Five Timers Club or not, but you've been here a few times. Mr. Yes. Tim Searby with Lincoln Community Theater is here to tell us what is going on with Lincoln Community Theater. And last time you were here, you kind of dropped a hint that the board at Lincoln Community Theater was considering something around the holidays because there wasn't really, you're kind of dark basically from the end of your summer season until the beginning, with the exception of the midwinter Midwinter's show. So, as you said, I don't know if you had some inside information, I'm guessing, but now there is a holiday production that Lincoln Community Theater will be presenting. You want to tell us about that, if you would?
I'd love to, Loyd. We're excited to be able to offer a holiday show to the community. We are doing what we call an LCT Christmas extravaganza, and I'm thrilled to report that the 5 nuns that I worked with a few years ago are all back, and they're such a delightful group of ladies. Plus, we have 7 monks that will be joining them. They'll join in, and then we also have 2 or 3 students that will be performing in the production too. It's certainly a production that I think people will enjoy. You'll get to hear lots of familiar Christmas music, but then you'll hear some stuff that isn't so familiar and maybe be brand new to some of our folks.
Oh, very nice.
Right.
And so the music, are they all selections taken from different stage productions, or are there some like traditional holiday songs?
Yeah, actually there's a lot of traditional, and there's a section called Big Band Christmas that is especially fun, and that'll be different of the carols and the different Christmas songs that will be done to big band style. And then lots of other new things that are coming up. I'm sure people won't even recognize some of the music, but they certainly will enjoy it. And our monks have a special surprise for the audience, so we're really hoping they'll come to see that.
I'll just go out on a limb and guess the monks have not taken the vow of silence for this
show.
No,
they have not for this show. They're going to be very much involved in the show with the nuns, and it's just, not only is it great music and great talent, but it's also just a fun script, and we think people will really enjoy it. It's a great show to bring your family to over the holidays. People will be home. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and so we think people would have a great time bringing their family and friends. Hopefully, maybe some people will even consider bringing their employees as an early Christmas present.
Right, yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned it's around the holidays, Friday, November 28th and 29th. That's Friday and Saturday, have a 7 p.m. performance, and then Sunday, November 30th, a 2 p.m. performance with all the shows taking place at the auditorium there at Lincoln Community High School. So seating will not be a problem.
Not at all. You can get the tickets at the door. We're not worried about seating for this.
And for those interested, tickets cost $15 for the general public or $10 for students, with a $1 or $1 cash discount if you pay with cash.
Pay with cash.
And I'm guessing doors open about half hour before the production.
The doors to the main auditorium will open a half hour before production.
Very good.
Right. Yeah.
And you mentioned to me there was a mix of tunes in this. You also said there is a mix of different age levels of performers helping out.
Absolutely. We have all the way from age 13 clear up to 70. I'm just going to say 70 plus. How's that? Okay. And we're thrilled too that for our pit that we use for most of the show, that's made up of some local musicians who people will recognize the names. Our main accompanist is Julie Casa, and then her sidekick is Danelle Franklin, who many people have heard play, and then Joel Kuhlman will be joining us on percussion. And so they will be the main set of musicians for us. We are using a track in a couple of places, so they'll get to hear some other things happen that way. They'll get to see some interesting stuff. Our choreographer this year is Claire, and now I've got to make sure I get this right. It's not Claire Conradi anymore.
Is it Eggenberger?
No. It's okay. Now it's left me too.
Claire will be. She's just one of those artists you only need to know the first name.
You know who she is. You know who she is. Yeah. So, but she's done a great job with our choreography, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're excited about that. Yeah.
So once again, that's the end of November, the 28th, 29th, or I'm sorry, 28th, 29th, 29th and 30th. We were talking before the show about that's the end of the Thanksgiving weekend, which is also Thanksgiving turkey tournament time for the boys basketball team. But I would think with the schedules, the way things are with your shows starting at 7 on Friday and Saturday and then 2 p.m. Sunday, I would think you'll be fine.
Yeah,
so.
I don't anticipate any problem with that.
So,
yeah.
And for those who don't know, what is your role in this?
I'm directing the show. It's really we kind of just laid it together, and it's got some great script. We worked hard on the script, and then it's got some great music that we've enjoyed from other shows, but then also from things that are just traditional, but in an updated way. And I think people will enjoy that.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And so, was there something in particular that prompted this show at this point?
Absolutely. We still have people will stop us and say, hey, how come you don't do something like they used to do at Christmas in the Chapel when LCC was still around? And, one of our answers is, you know what? We don't have access to that building. Right. And so we can't put together a production like they did during that time period. Sure. But we wanted to try it at least once to offer it to all of our patrons, to offer them something during the holidays. And so we're hoping it'll fill a gap for people and that they'll want to bring their families and friends.
Yeah. As you mentioned, you'd spoken with some folks who traditionally go to a movie during the holidays, but now they can see live entertainment.
They've already said, you know what? We won't go to a movie. We'll bring our family to a live theater production. Sure. And so we're excited that people are looking forward to that. It's really a big bang for your buck. You're not paying tons of money, at 15 and 10, that's a pretty good rate. Sure,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and as you mentioned, appropriate for the family and all ages of performers, so there should be something for everybody.
Oh, there will be, and we just we're excited for people to see how the production has come together. We have Jane Ball, who has Grand Ball Costumes in Charleston, has done all of our nun costumes for us, and then the monks have their own robes that they'll be wearing, and Jeff Prince, who's now on the board of directors of LCT, is doing our set design and set construction. Oh, nice. So that will be all taken care of for us, and we will be ready. It's going to be a thing that we're just grateful that we've got that stage at Lincoln Community High School. We're grateful for that. Yeah.
So once again, our guest is Tim Searby with Lincoln Community Theater, talking about, at least for the past segment, talking about the Christmas show. We need to take our first break of the half hour, so we'll go ahead and do that and pay some bills. And then we'll come back and talk about more things with Lincoln Community Theater. If you have questions, comments, anything you'd like to share, maybe an experience or question for Mr. Searby about the upcoming production, 217-648-5510, the number to call, or you can email your questions, 4pm411 at WLCNonline.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more from Tim Searby with Lincoln Community Theater.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container, because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done.
As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
And we are back on the 4 p.m. 411 here with Tim Searby from Lincoln Community Theater. Once again, if you have questions, comments, information you'd like to ask Mr. Searby about the upcoming show, 217-648-5510, the number to call, or you can email your questions, 4pm411 at WLCNonline.com. We were talking during the break about the show being at Lincoln Community High School, the upcoming Christmas show or holiday extravaganza. One of the things that is beneficial for you that we were discussing is with the set. Not only do you have the physical set, but a few years ago they installed the
projection
system for the back of the stage. So now you don't have to build everything.
That's right.
Do some scene changes electronically, I guess, so to speak. So that's got to be very helpful.
We're thrilled with that. Plus, they've gradually been upgrading the sound system, the lighting system. It's just a joy to work in that facility, and we're just very grateful to be there.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this isn't LCT's first venture into the auditorium there at the high school. You actually have had your past season productions there as well.
Yes.
Which, speaking of season productions, your 2026 season has been set as well.
Yes, and we're excited about that. We will be doing Rumors by Neil Simon, a great comedy, and we're excited to be able to present that on that stage, as well as Into the Woods. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of folks have seen the movie Into the Woods, but if you haven't seen the stage play, it has a totally different feel. So we're excited for people to see the stage version. We've been wanting to do this show for a while, and now we're going to be able to bring it to Lincoln.
Very cool. And so, of course, with any production, you'll be in need of cast members for main roles as well as chorus. People for the pit, I'm guessing, for Into the Woods.
Into the Woods, we'll need a solid pit, yes.
And, of course, all the backstage help and building sets, moving sets, taking tickets.
Exactly.
All those things.
Exactly, yeah. And it is Lincoln Community Theater, and so we really hope to keep more and more people involved. You know, we're well over 50 years now, and I'm thrilled that I've been able to be a part of it. I went on the board in 79, and I'm just very excited that we're continuing. We have several new younger people on the board, and we're really thrilled about that too, to get that young blood pumping into the system. And so it's great to see that we've got young people involved in that this time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's fair to say you're stepping back, but you mentioned to me that at least for this year you're on a one-year hiatus from the board.
Yes,
Your name is usually seen there listed among, if not the officers, certainly the board members, but obviously still very involved.
Oh, yeah, and I will continue to support LCT. We have in our bylaws, it says that after you've served three-year terms, you have to take at least 1 year off. And so I'm on my year right now, Carolyn Schreiber and I, and we both have been around for a while. So it's good that we have all of this fresh blood stepping up. We're grateful for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of fresh blood, jump ahead a little bit here. If folks would like to support the community theater, I mean, obviously ticket sales are a big part of that, but you've got a building now, a Broadway, building on Broadway, as you said, LCT's on Broadway now, that you're doing work to. In addition, there's just, paying for the rights to plays and different things. If folks would like to support LCT, what are the best ways for them to do that?
Honestly, if you can just write a check and just send the check in and write on the memo if there's something that you really would like to support, whether it's our building, maybe it's you want to underwrite a show. If you want to do that, we'd be glad to discuss that. Sure. But there's several ways that people can help, not only with their finances, but also with their time. Lots of times we'll need help with costumes, with sets, with props. But of course, owning a building now, we own it there, and we love to say that, LCT on Broadway. We've got it there. It's working out beautifully. It's the old Leith Plumbing building. We've got a great pole building behind where we do all of our set building and then storage, and then the front building is used for costumes, props, and things like that. So it has been perfect for us, and we've been tried to be very careful. We had the cash in hand. We did not have to take any kind of mortgage on this building, so we want to make sure that we're being very fiscally sound too.
Right.
Yeah.
Because before you had a central presence, like for costumes or for set pieces, they were sort of scattered, wherever maybe someone had an open garage, or maybe when Lincoln College or Lincoln Christian was open, maybe you had some things stored there. So
a lot of it was, we did finally have a building that we rented, but it was not one that we could really organize in. It was not our building, so we couldn't build inside of it to our specifications. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're close to 20 after, so we'll go ahead and take our second break now. Once again, our guest is Tim Searby with Lincoln Community Theater. 217-648-5510, the number to call if you have questions, or you can email your questions, 4pm411 at WLCNonline.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order Butterburgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Regular fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car, truck, or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Grouse Chevrolet in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Grouse will provide you with a no-pressure sales process. It'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the certified mechanics will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at growinc.com.
It's Grow right now.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
And we are back on the 4PM 411 here, WLCN 96.3 FM. Once again, our guest is Tim Searby from Lincoln Community Theater. He'll be with us for about 9 more minutes. 217-648-5510, the number to call if you have questions of Mr. Searby and would like to know anything about Lincoln Community Theater, because you've been around. Have you been around since the inception?
No,
not quite.
79.
79.
It's got on the board. I performed a couple of years.
Okay.
When I first moved back to Lincoln, and then 79 went on the board.
And the first season was 72. Is that
72.
Correct? 72. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, so you've been there a few years now.
Yeah, just a few.
So let's see. We were talking about obviously the upcoming holiday extravaganza. We talked about next season's offerings with Neil Simon's Rumors, as well as Into the Woods. And one other thing that Lincoln Community Theater does that folks may not be aware of is the organization offers scholarships to to students in the area. Can you tell us a little bit more about that program?
Yes, I'd be glad to do that. We've offered a scholarship for many years now, and just a few years ago, we recently renamed it. It's the Carolyn Schreiber Scholarship,
Very nice.
and that's for high school seniors, and they can apply simply. They'll be getting out probably in February or March. They'll be getting letters out to the high schools, and then the guidance counselors will let the young people know. But we would really encourage people to apply for that. And it is for those going into the performing arts.
Okay. And it's open to Logan County students?
Logan County students,
Okay.
right.
And
yes.
as you said, they're sent out to the high school, so once February-ish gets here, maybe if folks are interested, they should see their guidance counselor.
Keep an eye out for it because we certainly want to continue offering that scholarship.
And talking about community theater and doing things in the community and community involvement, obviously the scholarship's helping to kind of bring up another generation of performers. You mentioned to me that the organization got a little bit of, I guess it's not ink, but they got some bandwidth, I guess you could say, with video of LCT performers here doing something recently featured on Lincoln Daily News.
Yes, we just took a group of the cast from the upcoming Christmas show, plus a few people who had been involved in the musical offering for World Hunger, and we performed for our veterans Sunday night. It's provided by St. John United Church of Christ, and so we performed out there, and I just noticed earlier today that on Lincoln Daily News they had taken a recording of one of the numbers from the show.
Oh, nice.
So we're grateful for that kind of coverage, and again, I just want to reiterate that you're going to hear lots of great music at this Christmas extravaganza. Lots of stuff that people have heard before, but probably in a totally different arrangement. And then, so you'll hear some of your Christmas favorites, and then you'll hear some things that you've never thought of as Christmas songs before.
Oh, okay. And once again, that's November 28th and 29th. That's Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m., and then Sunday, November 30th, 2 p.m. All performances taking place at Lincoln Community High School. Ticket price is $15 for the general public, $10 for students, with a $1 cash discount. Because of the overwhelming number of seats, there are no advanced ticket sales. They're just bought at the door there.
Right.
Okay. And is that something, asking this, but I already know the answer, the performing for the veterans, there's lots of, I don't know if I'd call them little things, but maybe sort of under the radar things that LCT does in terms of performances and entertaining folks. I know you had a presence out at the farmers market,
yes,
where LCT performers would perform in advance of shows.
Right.
Are there some other things that happen that folks may not know about quite as much?
There's just different things that we do, but definitely we've done several things for the veterans. And then also, if somebody's really needing a special program for one of the organizations, we'll put something together for them. It's best just to contact one of the board members and see if that's possible, but we're delighted to do that if we can work it into the schedule.
Right.
So. And I want to correct one thing. Not correct, but just it's Claire Conradi Stanfield.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. And
right.
She's a great choreographer. So.
That's on the record now. So
there we go.
All is well.
Yeah.
So, I was going to ask you, you mentioned that you have the LCT has a building now, but you also mentioned to me off air that as with all real estate and buildings and so forth, there's maintenance and upkeep and things like that. With your building in particular, if folks are interested in helping out with that, maybe they could donate. Maybe there's a contractor who would be willing to come look at something,
sure,
or donate something. Are there particular needs the organization has?
We still need to do some roof work on the main building. We've done quite a bit of tuck pointing on the building. There was a fire there at one time, plus then there was a fire close not too long ago. So we've done quite a bit of tuck pointing, and we put a new concrete floor in that pole building so we could actually have it usable for building in there. So lots of times there are needs like that, and if folks, if it's $50 they want to give, anything is helpful when it comes to trying to do upkeep on our buildings. So we're grateful for that.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And Gosh, we've got a couple minutes left here for folks who may be tuned in late. You want to give us the elevator pitch once again for the holiday extravaganza and when and where and what folks can look forward to?
Yeah, it's called an LCT Christmas extravaganza with the Little Sisters of Lincoln and the Little Brothers also. And it's a riotous show, great music, wonderful voices, and it will be the 28th, 29th at 7 p.m., and then on Sunday, the 30th at 2 p.m., all at Lincoln Community High School.
And once again, tickets available at the door.
Yes.
No advance sales. And if folks want to learn more about, maybe, I don't know if there's what you'll have, but I've seen some posts on Facebook of rehearsals and things like that.
Yes.
So looks like things are getting closer.
They are.
Before you know it.
Right,
so.
right. Yeah.
Gosh, I'm looking at my list here. I think we've covered everything.
That's great. No, listen, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for having us, and we really want to encourage people to come. I think you would have a great time with your family and your friends.
Yeah, yes. And I know a lot of people, it seems to be sort of a trend now that folks, rather than giving gifts of like material things, they tend to be more into experiences and events and things like that.
Yes,
so this would certainly fall into that category.
Right.
So.
And this will not be quite the length of a full-length show, but it will certainly be like around an hour and a half.
Okay.
And there will be a 15-minute intermission.
Okay. Yep. Very good. Yep. So, all right, Mr. Searby, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Loyd. Appreciate being here.
Sure. So once again, this has been the 4 p.m. 411 here. I am Loyd Kirby, the marketing manager here. We'll be back next week with another guest. Also, be sure to tune in tomorrow morning to Viewpoint with Dara Entwistle. I believe she will have representatives from the downtown businesses talking about their upcoming Christmas Express event. And once again, until next week, thank you for listening and watching.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.